So now I'm like, okay, now I'm scared because now there's someone there to attack me if I try to leave. Now I'm being held hostage. Oh, yeah, my friend's phone, their phone right here, did not work. So if they didn't have service and the Wi-Fi was super janky in those rooms, if they did not have Wi-Fi, if I didn't have a way to contact them, like if I wasn't smart enough to call their phone, luckily there's another phone in the bathroom. They had to use the phone in the bathroom to contact me. Okay, like it was insane.
The story of an American national being kidnapped in Jamaica made rounds on social media and also news media sites. This was dispelled by the Jamaica Constabulary Force in a recent update. Now we're about to provide you with more details in relation to this matter. When we return, we'll have the exclusive details of this to come on the program. This is Links 7 TV. Let's talk, and we'll be right back with the details to come on the program. Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links 7 TV. Let's talk. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember just to like, share, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell and click on all so you're always in tune and you don't miss the video whenever time we post it. What a situation that transpired in Trelawney at one of our resorts location in which a female went on a social media rant just in order to get her voice out there in relation to being held against her will. Now that video went viral, which have now triggered an investigation by the employer of this female, which is JetBlue. So JetBlue have now launched their own internal investigation to ascertain what was the real motive behind these videos that were posted on social media. So the local police issued a statement recently to dispel the rumors that were going on online in relation to an American national being held captive or being kidnapped by local authorities. Now that was further from even the truth, as this was protocol followed by the government under the guidance of the Ministry of Health in relation to the COVID pandemic that is sweeping the world. Now, what transpired in this situation shouldn't have been triggered so much on social media and has so far triggered a public backlash from all different aspects of the tourism sector. We have also received reports that threats are being issued to members of the Jamaica Tourist Board, which is very sad. Now we're about to provide you with the latest that we have in relation to this matter, as well as the company where this female works, Kalina Collier. After this went online, they have so far launched their own internal investigation to ascertain what really was behind this latest incident that occurred at one of our resorts. So JetBlue Airways, the employee of an American, Kalina Collier, who reported that she was being held hostage in Jamaica after testing positive for COVID-19, says the company will be conducting an investigation into her actions. In a statement yesterday, JetBlue said that it has full confidence in the Jamaican health protocols and urged the public to follow rules. That was a statement that was given from JetBlue. We hold each JetBlue crew member to the highest standard when it comes to personal integrity, and we are conducting an urgent investigation into the actions of our crew member, the statement read. Collier arrived in Jamaica on the 28th and was scheduled to depart on the 1st of February. On Saturday, January 30, the female in question did an antigen test that returned a positive result. A further test was then conducted at a later time, and the test then gave a negative result. So due to the uncertainty of this, the government initiated certain measures just in order to protect the lives of individuals that would have been in contact with her during this period of time. Owing to the uncertainty of the two tests that were carried out, the local health ministry, that is the Ministry of Health and Wellness, recommended that a PCR test be done on February 2nd, which then came back positive again. So what transpired in this case was that the government initiated certain steps and certain guidelines just in order for visitors to be safe and also for the citizens of the country to be safe. So what transpired was that a test was done in the initial stage, which then gave a positive result in the first instance. Then another test was carried out a few hours later, which then gave a negative result. So due to the uncertainty of the two tests, the local health ministry, and that is the Ministry of Health and Wellness, requested that another test be done on the 2nd of February. That test was done, and the test then produced a positive result, and this was what led to the additional 14-day quarantine that was implemented on the female before she could venture back to the United States. Might I remind you that this was no additional cost to her. This was all funded by the local system of what is in place at these resorts in our country. And it's very sad to see how this has spilled over online into this whole social media backlash and threats being issued right across. So the female was given a 14-day quarantine order by the Ministry of Health. Moreover, this was what really triggered the whole entire situation that led to the 14-day quarantine. The United States COVID protocol would not allow her to re-enter the country with a positive test result. So even if she wanted to have entered back the United States, based on the fact that she tested positive, she would not be allowed to re-enter the United States with this in mind, or else our local health system could be in serious problem if they have allowed that to have happened. So the female made headlines after convincing social media influencers, including American activists, that she was being held against her will. Her claims were disputed by the local police force and also the health officials and also the hotel which she was staying. The Jamaica Constabulary Force said personal visits were done at the place where she was staying on the 13th of February, and that she was not being held against her will, or she was not in any danger, as might have was stated in previous videos posted online. Now we're about to provide you with some more information, and this is actually a tour, and this tour was done by the Kalina. Thanks to the Kalina for providing this. And they provided the actual tour of the room that the female would have stayed while she was being in isolation, based on the fact that she returned a positive COVID test result. So let's go over to our screen right now for the latest in relation to the room tour, and also to dispel many misconceptions that are circulating online in relation to this matter. So let's go over to that right now on Links 007 TV. Please remember, like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, click on all, so you're always in tune whenever time we post new videos. Let's go over to that right now.
I'm getting ready to visit the room that Kalina Collier was staying in at the Ocean Coral Spring Hotel in Trelawney. So I'm making sure that I put on my PPE owing to the fact that she had COVID. Collier said that there were 3 cameras in her room, so I'm going to check this out. She checked out of the hotel today, so I'm making sure that if there were cameras in her room, then I'll give you a view of that. Collier was staying in room 1123, one of 5 rooms at the hotel, which is used specifically to quarantine or isolate people who have tested positive for the COVID-19 virus. Now, she was staying in this room for 14 days. I want to give you a look what the room looks like really. She just checked out, so the room is not yet clean. But she said there were cameras in this room. So I'm checking to see if there are cameras. There's a flashing light right here, which is a motion sensor. I believe that Collier may have thought that this was a camera, but that's a motion sensor that is used. Once you're in the room, it cools the room. This is the bedroom that she was in. This is her balcony, which faces the swimming pool. So she was able to, from what I understand from the management of the hotel, Collier was able to leave the room, sit on the balcony, but she could not mingle with the rest of the guests in the hotel. She had to be quarantined, and it's a stipulation by the Jamaican government. In addition to the fact that no one can leave Jamaica and enter the United States without a negative COVID-19 test. Collier had a positive test, and so she could not leave the country. I want to see if there are any more motion sensors in this room. Okay, there's one here, which seemed to have been tampered with. Management of the hotel says that she used a number of things to try to cover it because she said that it was a camera. In addition to the motion sensors in this room are that's a fire alarm over there. That looks like it could be, what is that right here?
Smoke detector.
Smoke detector. So the room is equipped to accommodate visitors. Closet area, bathroom area, and another, oh, there goes another motion sensor, in the bathroom. So I believe that when Collier went online the first time, what she saw were these motion sensors. And I'm going to take you to another room that she was not in, so you can see that all the rooms at Ocean Coral Spring in Trelawney carries motion sensors. All the rooms here, every single room has motion sensors in the ceilings. And that's specifically to ensure that the air conditioner works with your body. If you're not in the room, then the sensor is not on, so they're able to conserve on electricity. Come with me to this room. This is another room, 1121, next door to where Collier was. This room is not occupied, but as soon as you get in, here is another motion sensor in this room, another one in this bathroom. Here's the other motion sensor. And if you look in this room, you'll see that this is a totally different room than the one that Collier was in. And this room also has 3 motion sensors. So there are no cameras in the rooms at Ocean Coral Spring. In fact, all the hotel rooms in Jamaica are inspected regularly by the Tourism Product Development Company. Their role really is to ensure that nothing like that happens in the country. So any hotel that would want to put cameras in the rooms, that hotel would immediately lose their license.
Well, there you have it. That was just an update of the actual room that Kalina stayed at, and this triggered the whole entire social media rant that went online and has so far gone viral. Now, JetBlue have launched their own internal investigation in order to ascertain what was really behind the whole entire situation that went down. And as you could see there were no cameras being placed inside the room, as was stated by the individual carrying out that tour, as these were smoke detectors and motion sensors that were installed in these rooms just in order for the safety of the hotel and also the occupants of these different areas on the resort. Now, it's very sad to see how this has spilled over and what it has led to so far, with some real dammering rant going on online, especially at the departure lounge of the Sanctus International Airport recently. However, we'll try our very best to provide you with more details on this once more information becomes available to us. But you can just drop it in the comment section to let me know how you feel about this story. And do you think that the female in question acted appropriately by her means of letting her voice be heard with her social media videos that were posted? However, we'll continue to track this story and just continue to update you as best as possible. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Peace out, and much respect goes out to you, the viewers, as always. Please remember just to like, share, subscribe to the channel. If it's the first time you're watching, thanks for watching, and continue to just support the movement of Links 007 TV.